Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today, Grayscale Bitcoin Cash Trust just filed an 8K, and I am seeing a significant leadership shuffle that tells a story. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. The big news here is a change at the very top of the trust's management, and it hints at a more streamlined approach. So what exactly is this filing all about? An 8K is like a company's emergency announcement system telling the public about big official events that shareholders really need to know about. Think of it as a crucial update that can't wait for their regular financial reports. This part is standard legal language for these types of reports, just saying that the company is following the rules set by the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC. The report is dated for the 26th of June 2026. This is the date of the earliest event mentioned in the filing, which is important because it tells us when these changes officially took place. This is the company we are looking at today, the Grayscale Bitcoin Cash Trust. Often known by its ticker symbol BCH, it focuses on Bitcoin Cash. Here we see some official registration details. It is incorporated in Delaware and has its own commission file number and IRS identification number. These are just administrative details that identify the company officially. This is the main phone number for the company, but honestly, in these filings, the operational details are far more interesting than contact information. This section is for former names or addresses if they have changed, which doesn't seem to be the case here. This table confirms what is registered. The Grayscale Bitcoin Cash Trust shares are traded under the symbol BCHG, and it is not listed on a specific exchange, which is common for certain types of trusts. The company is checking the box to say it is an emerging growth company. This means it gets to follow some slightly different, often less stringent reporting rules from the SEC for a period of time. This is the core of the filing, the good stuff. Item 5.02 is where companies report significant changes in their executive leadership or board of directors. This is generally where the most impactful news lies in an 8K. Okay, let's break this down. On the 2nd of July, the people in charge at Grayscale Investment Sponsors LLC, which is the entity that sponsors this trust, made a big decision. They have appointed two existing senior vice presidents of finance, Catherine Massey and Daniel Ploud, to be the new Chief Financial Officers, or CFOs. This is effective immediately. Not only that, but Catherine Massey is also joining the Board of Managers, which is like the Trust's Board of Directors, and she is taking on the role of Principal Financial and Accounting Officer for the Trust itself. This is a significant consolidation of roles. These two new CFOs are replacing Edward McGee. He was the CFO, Principal Financial and Accounting Officer, and a member of the Board of Managers. So effectively, the responsibilities he held are now being split between these two new executives, with Miss Massey taking on the lead on the trust side. It is important to note that Mr. McGee is leaving for personal reasons. The filing explicitly states there are no disagreements or issues with his departure, and that he is leaving on good terms after 7 years. This is good to hear, as it means his departure isn't signaling any internal problems or financial distress for the trust. Let's look at Catherine Massey. She has been a senior vice president of finance since the beginning of this year, 2026, and has been with Grayscale since May of 2020. This means she has got several years of experience within the company, understanding its financial workings from the inside. Before her most recent promotion, she held different positions in finance and accounting at Grayscale, which suggests a well-rounded understanding of the company's financial structure. Before Grayscale, she was an assistant controller at Garrison Capital, another publicly traded company. This is relevant because it shows experience in a similar corporate setting. She also worked as a senior financial reporting associate at Zena Investment Management. This experience in financial reporting and accounting policy is crucial for a CFO role. Her experience also includes auditing and advisory work at Ernst & Young, a major accounting firm where she specialized in the banking and capital markets. This is very strong financial professional experience. She has solid educational credentials with master's degrees in accounting and is a certified public accountant, or CPA, licensed in New York. This demonstrates a strong foundation in accounting principles. Now let's look at Daniel Ploud. He also stepped into the Senior Vice President of Finance role in January 2026. He joined Grayscale as a Vice President in September 2022. He has also been an Assistant Treasurer for the Grayscale Funds Trust since 2025, showing he is already comfortable with treasury operations, which is a key part of finance. Daniel Ploud brings over 20 years of experience in the financial services industry, with a focus on treasury, managing funds, and financial planning. This extensive background is a significant asset. Before Grayscale, he was a vice president at Gabelli Asset Management and also held the vice president role with the Gabelli Funds Trusts. These are well-known names in the investment management world. He also has experience as a vice president at State Street Global Advisors and as an assistant treasurer for the SPDR ETF trusts. This is a very impressive resume with experience at major financial institutions. He holds a Master of Business Administration, or MBA, with an emphasis on accounting from the University of Massachusetts, Boston. This section confirms who signed the document, attesting to its accuracy. This indicates that the filing is being made by Grayscale Investment Sponsors, LLC, acting as the sponsor for the Grayscale Bitcoin Cash Trust. Catherine Massey has signed this document as Co-Chief Financial Officer and Principal Financial and Accounting Officer, further confirming her new, expanded role, dated the 2nd of July 2026. This footnote is important. It clarifies that while Catherine Massey is signing as an officer of Grayscale Investment Sponsors LLC, she's doing so in her capacity as the sponsor for the Grayscale Bitcoin Cash Trust. This is a common distinction for trusts. So what does this all mean for the Grayscale Bitcoin Cash Trust? We're seeing a shift to a more consolidated leadership structure in the finance department by appointing co-CFOs and having one of them also take on the principal financial and accounting officer role for the trust. They seem to be streamlining operations and clarifying who is directly responsible for the trust's financial oversight. Both Ms. Massey and Mr. Plard have strong backgrounds in finance and accounting, with extensive experience in the investment management and financial services sectors. The fact that the outgoing CFO left on good terms and for personal reasons is reassuring. This move to two senior leaders managing the financial helm suggests a focus on efficiency and direct accountability for the trust's financial health. It signals that the company is confident in its internal talent to steer the financial direction, and it avoids the typical red flags that come with external hires or forced departures. That is my take. Stay decoded. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Check out the Discord in the description.